Hi, everybody. It's Christy Kelly, your occupational therapist. So today I have three activities that we're going to work on. Um, the first one is, again, those little finger strengthening exercises that I like to do to warm up those fingers. Um, and I think we used them in the last one, but you're just going to need those clothespins again. I love using clothespins. They are so versatile. Today I have the alphabet written on them. So what you will need is um, your child's name written on, oops, the clothespins, the individual letters, and then on a card of any type, paper card, usually like a little bit thicker. This is just one of those 5 by whatever, 3 by 5 card or whatever. So it's a little bit thicker, a little bit easier for them to hold on to. It doesn't, flop down like regular paper would. You can use a manila folder, whatever you have is fine. A piece of cardboard from one of your boxes, the many boxes that come in the mail from Amazon, if you're like my house. So anyways, write their name at the top and the bottom of the card. And then I'm going to try to put the camera down here. So what I have, I hope you can see that. What I have are the clothespins, but I have a couple extras. So he has to find the name, find the letters. They're not, there's a couple that he doesn't need. So when he finds them, clip them on, match them up. And I'd like for them to find them in the order. That gets them used to understanding that they do need to go in that order. So anyways, I have it written twice on the card. If you have more clothespins and have his name more than once, that's fine. So anyways, you can turn it over and do that again. You can also do this on a card with matching colors. You can put color dots here, the same color dots on the clothespins. You can do it with any letters, numbers, anything like that. You can also do it with stickers of different animals or whatever. So really the thing is matching, but we also right now are working on identifying, recognizing his name and spelling it. So working on that A, D, things like that. So that's our first activity. I hope you can see all that. Is clipping the letters of his name onto the card. Our next activity, so the next two activities I have are a little bit for you to do first. You need to go to, on Google, I just typed in the word present. And then, of course, a ton of stuff comes up. And then at the top, it says images. Click on images and then click on, I believe it says clip art. So just find a picture. If you don't have, if you can do whatever picture you want for the holidays, anything that's special or significant, something that you do. It can be a gingerbread man. It could be the tree. It could be, so anything that you want to put in instead of present is fine. I just did present. And then what you're going to want to do is I divided the paper up for his name. Again, working on recognizing the letters of his name. And he could also, if he's to the point, he could also, you could write these in a yellow highlighter and he could trace them. So working on his tracing skills as well, but just identifying the letters. So I divided up the present, drew the lines down. And then what we're doing with that then, obviously, is we're going to cut. All right. So he's going to cut up each one of the lines all the way up. So you'll end up with 4 or 5 strips. Okay. One with each of his name or each letter in his name. And so really it's a puzzle, so he needs to put the puzzle back together by putting his name in the right order. And so it's kind of nice because if he gets it wrong, have him take a look at it. Is that what the present's supposed to look like? So if the present's not together right, then neither is his name. So kind of let him try to figure it out. And if he gets it wrong, show him what's wrong about it. Let's look at the present. And remember, your letters are A-I-D-E-N, things like that. So kind of give them cues to try to get him to figure it out on how to reconstruct the puzzle the right way. So strips with the letters in his name. And if something's going on and you don't have printer accessibility or you're not able to find this, any picture will do. You could, make a copy out of one of his favorite books. If there's a character from a book that he likes, or if you just have a magazine that you don't mind cutting a page out of. So any picture will work. I've actually even had families do it of a family picture or a person, and you cut that, and then they have to put the person back together. That's all good. So any picture that works for you is fine with me. So just have fun with that. Again, he can trace his name. He could color the picture. So anything like that that he's enjoying to work on his cutting today. Then my last thing. So this is from a website that I have to give total credit to because they do a phenomenal job. So it's called From ABCs to ACTs. So the whole website is from FROM ABCS to TOACTS.com. From ABCs to ACTs.com. So if you go there, you can do a search on punch pictures or punch a picture or poke a picture. And these are wonderful. So there's a collection that they have right now that's free, and it is Christmas. Again, here's the present, just like earlier. They have candy canes. They have an elf, stocking, Santa, and a tree. So that's all included in the package. It'll pop a download to you. Just download them and print it off. And so this is what we're going to do today. So he can pick any one of the pictures that he wants, and it actually comes with an instruction page. So if you have some further questions that I'm not explaining fully, but this poke art is really fun. So you take the piece of paper, put whatever color construction paper you want behind it. If you don't have colored construction paper, that's fine. You can just put another regular piece of paper behind it. So like this. Then you can either use a piece of cardboard and you put everything on top of the cardboard. So just stack it all together. If you don't have cardboard, or if that's too stiff and it's not working, you can actually use a folded up towel. You just need something soft underneath it, and I'll explain why. You need something soft underneath it. And then if you see on the paper, it's full of little dots, okay? And that's what they're going to poke. They go around. Now, here's my confession. I walked out of the house this morning without my toothpicks. So I wanted to use toothpicks on this. And if you have them, use toothpicks. It's wonderful. You know me. I love those little tiny grasps. If you don't have toothpicks, no big deal. You can just use a sharp pencil. Just be careful. I mean, obviously it needs to be a sharp pencil we're poking. And just like with the toothpicks, closely monitor so they don't poke themselves. Toothpicks are pretty sharp. So anyways, you need something with a decent sharp point. And basically what you do then is you just poke. You poke on all of the black dots. They're just going to poke a hole. If they miss a few dots, that's no big deal. Just have them go along the dots and press to poke holes through. And it'll poke through. Make sure you're poking through both. So this is actually good for their pressure as well, for them understanding how much pressure to use on things, because they need to poke so it goes through that second piece of paper underneath the red piece. And then when you get done, of course, I don't have it all the way done, but you come out with this poke art that is really fun. And it'll be the whole, picture, obviously. And if you turn it over on the back side, then it's kind of like Braille. It's poked out, towards you if you rub the back side. So that's kind of neat. So they can rub around that and feel that as well. So poking down around all of the black dots, or as many as they get to. Like I said, if they skip a few, it's not a problem, but it's a really fun, it's a really fun way, a little bit different art project for them. And actually, then if you hang it up in the window, I don't know if you can see it here, um, but you can see light through the holes then. So if you hang it up in the window after you're done, they'll be able to see their picture highlighted through the dots or through the holes that they poked. So that's kind of fun too. So those are our activities today. Um, we're ready to break for Christmas after this, the winter holiday or winter break. And I hope you have a wonderful holiday. I hope everybody stays safe and healthy and just have fun. I can't wait to see your projects. Bye, everybody. I hope to see you in January.